optical art. Okay guys, I have a lot of important information to cover here. As far as I'm concerned, capitulation has already begun. We got to cover this. I'm going to give you key support and resistance levels to pay attention to. Guys, if you like this content, make sure you leave it a like. I appreciate it. If you're notified of future videos, make sure you subscribe, take the notification bell. You can access all these live charts on my website. The link will be pinned in the first comment description. Use my Bitcoin affiliate link. That's also pinned in the first comment description. It has some information about that as well. And guys, by the way, I am not on Telegram. If you were talking to someone on Telegram pretending to be me, that is a scam. And also know that I do not ever contact someone via DM or private message. And if you see any comments about WhatsApp, that is also a scam. I've seen some people get scammed by that. It's terrible. Just know that any WhatsApp comment is a scam. And I only have one Twitter account, which is private. I have to actually accept a request to follow me, and I only use Discord in addition to Twitter. So just know that, guys. So if you watched the last video, and by the way, every single one of these red price labels is a point I told you to short in a video or a tweet. Right here, 42,561. This was the top. I told you from this point we're going to drop at least 25%. Every one of these green price labels is a point I told you to long or buy. And more recently at 39,250, and I told you recently to short 41,545, and recently I told you another point to short right here. So guys, I'm giving you exact points to long and short. If you watched the last video, I'll put a link up to this now. I told you at any point we break this blue ring, expect us to capitulate. You can see we held support on this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times at the time of this video. This is the actual chart. This is published on March 26. Told you that this was the top, short this white line, and any point we break this blue ring, that's when the capitulation begins. And look what happened. We finally broke this blue ring. So as far as I'm concerned, we have a lot of downside. You will have support levels on the way to catch bounces. I'm going to cover this as well. In that same video, I told you if we break this support, I said your next point right here, we already knew in advance. If we come down, your next point too long was this white line, where I had this price label was 38,690. The longer it takes to hit, the higher that number is. I made tweets about this. This is the last point I told you to short. It's coming up on key resistance level, which matches on 2 charts. I would scalp a short at that next resistance level. So I was saying, look, we had resistance on the C1 chart, 40,672, and this blue ring was around the same point. That's where we put in your short. And we came down from that point. You see, we started dropping from that resistance, and I already gave you a target right down here, 38,881. And let's see how this played out. I also made another tweet showing that it was likely within the next 24 hours we would make contact with these lines at the same time, saying that it was probably want to put in a short. And you can see how this played out. We came down and we found support right here on this white line. Guys, I created a method of charting so we know exactly where our support and resistance levels are way ahead of time. This gives you an advantage over other people. And I'm going to show you why I know that we're headed up. And again, this is a published version of this chart. This is 19 hours ago. I'm going to hit play on it. And you can see what happened. We came down, we did wick below. I longed these wicks because I know how strong support this is. So I longed this wick to get the max profit. You could wait till you come up. This is a safer way to play. You wait till you come up, you get above this point, then you long. But again, guys, when people are shorting, they're making a killing. Exchanges don't want to pay out on this. So they send the price back up. So hopefully you'll exit your short, right? Or longs start to stack, and then they can liquidate those longs or stop them out, send price back down. Now, I do believe you had a lot of support levels below on the way down. This was your key support that you should have longed. You should have shorted from up here and long down here. This here is how the chart played out, guys. If you go back and watch previous videos, I told you to short 41,500. That played out perfectly. And then this is where I told you to short, right up here at 41,600, all the way down to this point where you should put in your long. If you're in long now, you're in profit. Hey guys, what I'm talking about, when you're making this much money playing these charts, 39% profit, 23, 118%, 638% profit, 94%, 10%, 22, 11, 43. This is Discord under live trades channel. People share their trades, 131, 208, 205, 407, 117. It just keeps going, guys. This was 1:05 p.m., 123, 259, 104, 452. So guys, again, when you have these charts, you know exactly where to long and short. So this is something you need to know. So the reason I use BitGet is because they're legal to use, and they're licensed in the US, Canada, and Australia. You do not need a VPN to mask your IP address. It is legal to use. You can use up to 125 times leverage. You can trade. You can use leverage for Bitcoin, every single altcoin you can imagine. But this is why I chose them, because they're legal to use. Guys, if you're using Bybit, same with MX and a lot of these other exchanges, if you read their terms of service, they protected themselves. And you know you're using it illegally, because if in certain areas you have to use a VPN to access their platform, they protect themselves. If you read the fine print for all these exchanges, we do not offer services or prohibit to users in a few excluded jurisdictions, including the United States, mainland China, Singapore, Quebec, North Korea, Iran, Cuba, Crimea, Sudan, and any other jurisdictions in which we determine from time to time to terminate the service. Let's terminate the service at our sole discretion in excluded jurisdictions. So if you're in any of these places using a VPN to access their exchange, well, look what they say right here. You understand and acknowledge that if it is determined that you have given false representation of your location, which if you're using VPN you are, of place of residence, the company, Bybit, reserves the right to take any appropriate actions with the compliance in the local jurisdictions, including termination of any account immediately, liquidating all open positions. So they can close your account, take your money, and you've already agreed to it in their terms of service. That is why I chose Bitget, because they are legal to use in the US, Canada, and Australia. I'm in the US, so that's important to me. You can use up to 125 times leverage. And by the way, guys, I've already released my copy name for Bitget. So I'm going to probably in a few days, I'll start letting you copy trade me. I'll make a post in Twitter and in Discord. Say, guys, I'm doing a copy trade. Search for my name, and you can copy trade me. So I've already covered that. I'm going to be updating some charts over the next couple days. Guys, I've mentioned this, and I hope you pay attention. I told you there's going to be a lot of downside for the indices. You can see the Dow pre-market's already down 51, or after-market trading is down 52, 53 points. I told you at any point we break this trend line. This is my Dow Jones charts under stocks. At any point we break this line, this is actually a fib channel line. This is a method of charting I came up with to find these points. At any point we break around 34,278. The Dow is headed down to 32,836. Understand indices move together. This is the NASDAQ, the S&P, and the Dow. I'm expecting the Dow, when it breaks this point, we're coming down to 32,836. Remember, Bitcoin follows the indices. If indices have this big of a drop, Bitcoin's coming down as well. So I'm going to give you key support and resistance levels to pay attention to. Notice we found support here as well. So let me go back to this chart right here. Well, we know this right off the bat, all right? So I told you before, go back, watch previous videos. This is your ultimate resistance right here. We've been respecting this ring going back, wow, probably back for 3 years. That's how I knew this ring was so important. So if we push up, your next point too short is around 40,150. That is going to be a shitload of resistance, all right? I'm not saying we have to push that high. I'm just saying that is a perfect point too short. Once we broke this point, that triggers the capitulation. I'm not saying it's going to be one straight drop, but our trajectory is down. There will be steps along the way. I'm going to help you find this point too long and short. Let's go to this next chart, guys. This is the H1 chart. This is where I told you, even in the last video, I said when you hit this line, this is where you long. We're pushing up. I can tell you right off the bat, if we push up, your next point too short. This has been a lot of support and resistance right here. So this next point you would short if we get this high. Not saying we have to. The way I play, I short resistance, I long support. That is the safest way to trade. So 40,344. Let's go on to the next chart, guys. This one right here. So you can see right here, we currently found support on 38,950. Your next resistance is right here. And you say, well, how do you know that? Well, the way I create these charts, you know, I've already mapped out your support and resistance levels. And let's just draw a line and follow it back. Well, look how much support and resistance we had right here. Look, we got rejected once, twice, came back down. Well, let's follow it back. You'll notice right here, it was support and resistance right through here. So you know that is your next resistance level. So right now, if we push up, the point you want to short is 39,743. This is your next resistance right above. You have a lot of resistance above 40,000, and you have a brick wall now. You have double resistance. This is where I told you to buy right here. I said to buy at 39,262. This plays along with that blue ring. I told you to buy at 39,624. Told you to buy at 39,974. I said any point this line breaks and confluence with that ring. This is where I told you to short at 40,500. You see we came down. So we know this is a brick wall. 40,500. And guys, you see what I'm saying? The last chart showed 40,300. This one's just 40,500. So if we push it up, that is where you want to short. I hope we push that high, because that's a perfect short. That's if we get above the next resistance at 39,713. This chart right here, so this is your next major resistance. Go back, always look left, guys. Just go back and look left. You see how well, notice we got a perfect bounce right here. All of this support and resistance. You got perfect, this is what I told you to short in that last video, 41,500. So if we push up, again, look at that, 40,390. I have all these charts showing 43,400 to 40,500 is the next point to short. So you know where to short. If we drop the C1BT chart, you know that this is going to be next point too long, 36,130. Write down these targets. Understand they're at an angle, it depends when you make contact. So those are your key support and resistance levels to pay attention to. Your next support level on this chart is down here around 37,810. And this is double support, guys. And notice that we found perfect support right here at 39,232. Each one of these fib channel lines will be respected, and this is what I call double support. That means when you hit this point, this is an ideal point to put in a short. So again, I will be updating these charts over the next couple days, and then probably on Wednesday, again, I'll let you guys know on Twitter and Discord that I will be setting up a trade so you guys can start copy trading me. But guys, that's it. Just like I said, we broke this blue ring, and I expect we have a lot of downside. If you want to watch, go back and watch the previous video. I told you exactly where I'm headed. I think we're headed. I gave you the exact dates and the exact price I'm expecting us to bottom. And guys, if you do want to access these charts, website's optarchcrypto.com. Link be pinned first comment description. And remember, if you use my BitGet affiliate link, that is also pinned in the first comment description as well. Guys, that's it. Trade safe, trade smart. I'm out.